didn't do it last night. So I'm going to read Psalm 11. And actually, I'm on Psalm 10 today. So I'm going to read Psalm 10. I read it to myself, but now I'm going to be reading it for my series on my channel, reading through the Psalms. Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God. God is not in all of his thoughts. There's nothing new under the sun. The wicked are wicked, and God's people are God's people. God is the same, God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above, out of his sight. As for all of his enemies, he puffeth at them. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him in his net. Ruthless. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He hath said in his heart, God hath forgotten. He hideth his face, he will never see it. Arise, O Lord, O God, lift up thine hand. Forget not the humble. Wherefore doth the wicked condemn God? He hath said in his heart, thou wilt not require it. Thou hast seen it. Thou beholdest mischief and spite, to require it with thy hand. The poor committeth himself unto them. Thou art the helper of the fatherless. Break thou the arm of the wicked and the evil man. Seek out his wickedness till thou find none. The Lord is king forever and ever. The heathen are perished out of his land. Lord, thou hast heard the desire of the humble. Thou wilt prepare their heart. Thou wilt cause thine ear to hear, to judge the fatherless and the oppressed, that the man of the earth may no more oppress. So as much as might be, even in this country right now, God is still God, and we are not. God is with us, and we always have to go back and remember that the wicked will be judged by God himself. Sometimes we think that the bad things are going to overcome us, I think of like a tsunami, the bad is just coming and trying to take me, trying to take my children, trying to take my family down. And who am I? Like, I'm just this waif, I can't fight against the evil that happens, even in high places. There's just so much. And I think right now in our day and age, we have the news, we can see the wickedness in a much more, exponential way. We can watch the news, we can look up on YouTube, we have all these news sources we can watch, and we see wickedness. It's just so huge. And the wickedness is so huge to us because we can see it right close up. But yet, I think about it and I think, hasn't wickedness always been a thing? and it's always been big. God, God is greater than the tiniest, greater in the tiniest situation. But he's also, like, just think of Jesus' time. Jesus' time, the wickedness was everywhere. I mean, the 2-year-olds were all killed when Jesus was a baby. Wickedness has always been a thing. But God is greater. So that's a comfort to us every single day. Especially when we see the wickedness. Like, if I turn on the news, I see stuff happening, and it's always the bad stuff. And the bad stuff happens all over the world all the time. And if that's all we're focusing on, then that's going to make us feel like it's taking over our lives. But we can remember that God is greater, and he will be with the humble. He will be with those who look to him. We don't have to be necessarily the wealthiest. We don't necessarily have to be the smartest. We have to just be the humble ones and the faithful ones and the ones who look to God. So that's Psalm chapter 10, and thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.